Hello, my name is Andrew McHugh, and this is Lesson 1 Close Reading Assignment. I am reviewing How to Be Cheap by Joe Matt. Right off the bat, what I notice when I'm reviewing this comic is the type of grid that it has. Um, the gutter space seems to be in a circular pattern as it's moving inward here to the center where it calls out the title, How to Be Cheap. Uh, there also doesn't seem to be any no borderless panels here. Every panel has a border attached to it. From what we're seeing from our guy here on each frame is that we're going one by one around the circle, and he's showing us specific ways to be cheap. There's a few of McLeod's concepts here. The first that I've noticed is these are not word specific panels. The pictures significantly add to the words. Um, these would also not be picture specific. I think the images alone are not enough to communicate the messages here on their own. I also notice these panels are full of additives, um, which are words that add to an image's impact, and then vice versa. The words add to the impact here of what we're seeing, whether that's calling out specifically how to be cheap here within each panel, and then you know the word bubbles, thought bubbles as well, and how they're shaped and what they look like. The type of closure on this comic seems to be non sequitur. There doesn't seem to be an apparent relationship between the panels. Each one is its separate thought. Some of the things I've noticed here when we look a little bit deeper into each panel is the use of the speech bubbles here to convey what each panel wants to get across. In this panel right here, on the inside, it actually has a thought bubble as well. There are also a few instances of onomatopoeia here. That's when words represent sounds. As for instance, here when we get the rip sound, when he's ripping the piece of paper, when he's removing the unmarked postage stamps. We also get a few instances of emanata when we see question mark on one of the panels here, but we also get a little bit of sweat. You could see coming off, it may even right here when he's trying to use a fake bus pass, we see some sweat, which could be considered the emanata. So overall, when I first reviewed this comic, it seemed to be very busy and a little bit overwhelming. But going through each one, I really enjoyed overall each panel and the whole comic in itself. Sorry, thank you.